Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I am back with another video. And today, this is a video I did not think I was going to have to make. This is not a good look for Sony. This is not a good look for PSVR 2. So let's rewind a little bit to yesterday. I received my PSVR 2 in the early afternoon. I did an unboxing video of a third party accessory that you can put your controllers on and charge them. So I put that video out. I charged my controllers for a couple of hours. And then I put the wife to bed and I said, it's time. Let's get it going. So I went down in my basement where my other entertainment room is. I set up my PSVR, put it on, get going. And the first game that I played was Rez. Now, Rez received a PS5 upgrade. So it was on the PS4. It's been ported everywhere, but it was on the first PSVR. And so it got an upgrade. So I put it on, put my controllers on, and I'm playing Rez. And I'm just like wowed. My jaw hit the ground with this game. It was just beautiful. It was such a night and day difference from the first Res on the first PSVR. So I played that for half an hour and I was like, I gotta go. I got more games. So I went into another game. I believe it's called The Light Brigade. And I went into that game and I started to play. And there's a part in the game in the tutorial where you pick up your gun and then they want you to pick up your ammo with your left controller. Well, my left controller did not respond to the prompt on the screen to pick up the ammo. I was like, that's weird. It- What's going on? My triggers, nothing works. Now, when I was playing Res, it didn't matter because you really just needed a right controller and then an aiming and a button to shoot. That's it. But in this game, you needed to use both controllers. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So take off the headset, start troubleshooting. Half an hour later, I give up and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So then I go on to PSVR Reddit. Shout out to PSVR Reddit, the best source for PSVR information. I'm on there regularly posting videos and comments. Big fan of that sub. So I found this on the PSVR Reddit. And basically, what we have here, let me put it back up. We have a thread. So let's go back up to the top of this thread. Look at this, everybody. Widespread issues with your controllers. 794 thumbs up right now. That means 794 individual people have issues with their PSVR 2 DualSense controllers or whatever you want to call them. So I found this thread last night. It was like midnight. I'm starting to get real pissed at Sony. How could they release this in the state if 794 people have an issue? So I start reading this and look at this, everybody. These are the potential fixes. Look at this. All these things are potential fixes for the issue. Now, one of these issues or one of these solutions actually worked for me, but it only works for that game. The minute you go back to your other game or turn it off, you have to do it again. And you can't keep doing this. You're going to break your controller with the solution that I found. So this was last night. I was like, what am I going to do? Just going to put it to bed and hope Sony issues a statement in the morning to let us know a fix is on the way. Because once I was able to get the PSVR 2 controller working and the buttons worked and the triggers worked, then it could be determined that what is going on is a software issue. and not a hardware issue because the controller did work. I got it to work. But the minute you turn it off and turn on your PSVR again, it goes. So today comes, and now the word is starting to get out. And so what we have here, we're finally starting to get some articles here about this widespread controller issues. And so this is an article. It actually links to the PSVR2 Reddit. And basically, here they kind of say here is the problem and a little bit of what to do with it. So this comes from the Lords of Gaming. Then later in the day, we have PlayStation VR. Two users report controller issues, various workarounds. Yet another article showcasing the fact that PSVR 2 is not in a good state for new users right now. And then the big boy came out with an article. GameStop actually came out and they said basically the same thing. Let's see. We can find that article. And so here is the GameStop article. PlayStation VR players are reporting issues. And I'm going to get to the biggest issue here. And they actually put it right here in the byline. There is no fix at the moment. And Sony hasn't made an official comment. This is not an isolated incident. Myself, Brooklyn Menace, I believe Herb Wars, 3 members of the community all have the same issue. There are 800 thumbs up on this thread on Reddit that say there's an issue, and Sony hasn't said nothing yet. So this article basically, goes on to talk about the issues that we're having. So now we have 3 to 4 articles that are being written about this, but we don't have the main party giving us any information. I have a $650 paperweight right now, Sony. This is a year late in getting delivered into our hands, and it's about $100 overpriced. I always preach, never pre-order, and I didn't listen to my own advice. This is my fault that I let myself be bamboozled by Sony, who can't get their stuff together on a $650 item at launch. Who's running your company? Tommy Tellerico? John D? What's going on over there? And the fact that now we have to take it to the Reddits and try to troubleshoot this, try to fix this ourselves, it's unacceptable. We need, one, a statement that you recognize that there are issues with the PSVR 2. And 2, we need a timetable for a workaround, or I'm going to pack this up and ship it back to you. And you deal with it, because I'm not going to sit here and hope that this gets fixed. I'm not going to sit here and do all the crazy workarounds that the community's trying to do that you should have already figured out. Now, the weird part is this is so widespread that you would think all the advanced review units that went out into the wild would have picked up on this. But you really didn't see that. So why are all these issues coming now and not on the play testers and the early reviewers? They were all praising it. There had to have been some of these people that received this unit that had issues. And either they didn't tell us, or they're doing some different type of firmware to their system that is not yet coming to us. Either way, this is growing. It's not going away, Sony. This is a huge problem, and you need to address it. Need to let us know a fix, because this right now is trash. So just to end this, because I'm losing my mind right now. If you're having an issue with your PlayStation VR headset, go to reddit.com/PSVR. There is a thread there that I will link in this video that will go over the issues and how to troubleshoot it. I don't recommend doing it because it's only temporary, and nothing in there will be permanent. So if you're having these issues, go there. You can at least type what your issues are. Maybe you can get some type of permanent solution, but nothing in this Reddit thread has been a permanent solution. The best we can do is to take our $650 paperweight and just stare at it till Sony gets off their ass and wants to issue some type of statement on what they're going to do to get this fixed. All right, everybody. As soon as it's fixed, I'll make another video. We'll get on with life. We'll get some content out there. Let me know down below if you're dealing with this as well, because it's very widespread. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon. I'm out.